It's week 11 of the 2024 season. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He's the owner of the third most rushing touchdowns league-wide. It's the Steelers and the Ravens, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scotch, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as the default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. Uh-oh, it's a fumble on the opening kick. And they steal it back on the return. So never mind about who's receiving to start this game, Brock. Got ourselves a change of possession already, and this crowd is loving it.
And the first offense you'll see take the field is the home team, which is practically sprinting out there to take advantage and keep this crowd humming.
He's contained at the line for no gain. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Going run again with McCaffrey. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Jared Verse on the tackle. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Working from the gun, Williams. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Ravens offense take over for the first time here. Leading them out is fresh off a 3rd Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, it's very easy for me to use all these psychological cliches, Kate, right? You gotta flush her. You gotta play one play at a time. You gotta flush last week's 5-interception performance, but the reality is you gotta be in the moment. You can't even be thinking about last week. You gotta think about every play, guard that ball with everything you got, and most importantly, help your team find a W.
They get 22 on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Complete to Shakir. And he gets us to 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by the special teams ace, Miles Killebrew. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They motion Cup over right. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. From the red zone now. Connects with Johnson. And he gets this forward to the 19.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Again, Mahomes to throw. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll try and punch it in. Takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Now Prater on to send it away. Cordero Patterson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Steelers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. First down throw by Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that's a Steelers first down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. Negative yards to that play.
On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. He has it at the 13. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. He manages 13 on this punt return. And the Ravens will go on offense. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Second down now, 7 to go. Man in motion here. Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
He's got time here. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Now here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Neither side separating much so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. Throw reeled in by London. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. And we're going to get a timeout from the defense here. Throwing again on second, Williams. Complete out to the right side. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the pistol, Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Rolling. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know, when we watch the combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. Now Williams. Hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Whether they meant to go to him or it was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a first down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 4-point game.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
The Ravens are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing is Mahomes. This one's quickly to Shakir. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 43. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
He'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that's good for a gain of 5. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Offense to the line for 2nd down. One of the tight ends motioning right. Here's 2nd and 5. He finds Johnson.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. Kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Getting out to his left. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Short side option here, he's running left. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now lead by 10. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Now Prater on to send it away. Patterson now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Got a man, it's London. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down, Williams. Got a man, McCaffrey has it. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Sent down by Cody Barton. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. He's got a gain of 6 there. Sent down by Cody Barton. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Williams to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll take that kind of passing from the rookie out of USC. He gets him the first.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It'll be a 5-yard gain. That brings up 3rd and goal. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers in need of some points before the break. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Wallace with a return here. Oh, he's showing some burst on his return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Connects with Johnson. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Pistol now for Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Gets this to Johnson. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second down now, 7 to go. Another throw for Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings them to 3rd down. Throwing again, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. So we've reached the halftime break. It's the Ravens leading so far on the road. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Adoree Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love it. And he gets him around 6 there. Brian Branch getting there for tackle. After a good pickup, we got 2nd and 4.
30-yard line.
Williams from the gun. He's got the hook up to Bourne. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a give, McCaffrey. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Sent down by Cody Barton.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
12 yards to go.
Now here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And not his best punt here. He drives it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. On first down, they'll run. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. They're on the stop, Larry Ogunjobi. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Motioning him from the slot right. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Here's a give up the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Coming in for the stop was Michael Pierce. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. To throw is Williams. Finds him over the middle. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. The Steelers set to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. Takes this in at the 25. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now, elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling out to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Another try following the sack. That's Mayer, he's got it! And he's gonna reach his own 20 before stepping out.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's on the move. Oh, he's gonna run for it! And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Begins his return at the 16. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Nice return there, 15 yards gain. And the Steelers will take over possession. They've got 1st down from the 31. Working from the gun, Williams. Schultz with the catch. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 2nd and 3 now. Off the play fake, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
Williams to throw. He beams one deep right side. He's got it at the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. He has it. And he's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. We're down to a 2-point difference as they... Wallace with a return here. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Baltimore running its offense out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So second down coming up. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Got a man. It's Mayer. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. Third down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush down out to his left. He's running for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. This one's quickly to Shakir. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes now. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Ravens first down. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Pistol now for Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Plowing up the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long. For the second time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Draw play. This is McCaffrey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Second down now, 7 to go. Going run again with McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A 5-yard gain. That's going to bring up 4th and 3.
The humble 5 to 6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Punt team on the field. And he's been getting all of it every time out. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. He fields it cleanly. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return and gets it back to the 20. The Ravens returning their offense and this running back to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Sending the tight end in motion left. From the 22 on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Throw reeled in by Mayer. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Johnson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. New set of downs for him from the 46. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Throwing is Mahomes. Well, right side, and Shakir has it. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. They go play action. It's Mahomes. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's all the way to the edge and out of bounds along the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing again, Mahomes. Connects with Johnson. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. And the Steelers going nickel, 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his target. It's Hill. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Another throw for Mahomes. That's Mayer. He's got it. Don't think he's going to get much, if any, as he heads out of bounds right near the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Running back sent in motion. Again, Mahomes to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Simply put, Kate, and that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards, that's some pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Right up the gut. And he's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. That's good for 6 yards, but it sets up 4th down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage. As much as that can help them breathe just a little easier on the scoreboard, it doesn't take away now any of the tension this defense is feeling. They're going to need to step up, come through with a stop right here.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First down throw by Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure, but you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Third down, 1 yard to go. He's back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They motion the tight end over. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers, 8 points behind. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. Cut out left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Here he is to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Setting up to pass. The throw is caught. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. So there's part one, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for two.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their two-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
All right, here we go, everybody. Big play for the Steelers as they go for two. They send the tight end in motion. He'll look to throw it. And he's taken down. The defense maintains the two-point lead. That was the play they needed. Now gotta hope your defense or special teams can come through and get you that football back.
And the sooner the better, too, because time is not their friend. They always have the onside kick to bail them out, but after that, it might be time for this D coordinator to crank up the aggression meter, and you know every one of these defenders will be attacking the ball.
The Ravens ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. The Ravens in victory formation and content to just need this one out. The defense takes its third and final timeout. This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Oh, he nearly coffin cornered that one, just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.